I always enjoy watching the Super Bowl halftime show when there are exceptional guest artists. To be honest, I mainly watch the big game for the halftime show, so the announcement that Usher will be performing in 2024 excites me. The nicest aspect of playing on the largest sporting event of the year is that it allows you to create the grandest presentation you can imagine. This implies that you can invite all of your pals and throw a huge party. And let's be honest, I'm not the only one who enjoys having a special guest. All of the iconic halftime shows included unexpected visitors. During Beyonce's performance, Destiny's Child Reunited, 50 Cent practically made an appearance during the Super Bowl 56 halftime show, and in 2023, Rihanna stunned everyone by bringing her second child, Riot Rose, along. Who will Usher be performing with at the Super Bowl? He acknowledges that he has big plans. And now there are reports that Alicia Keys and his protege Justin Bieber are both imprisoned. Two of our initial hypotheses. Indeed. Usher stated that, while not having made an official announcement, he is absolutely taking calls on a possible Super Bowl appearance from friends and former partners. He really admitted to ET that he had been considering a lot about it. Naturally, this comes after he hinted that Taylor Swift would accompany him on stage. However, that's probably not going to occur, is it? A few weeks later, he provided even more details on which of his buddies he expects to bring to the Super Bowl in his cover story with Vogue. He clarified, "I particularly planned for R&B to take center stage this evening, not just R&B music, but R&B performance, R&B connection, and R&B spirit." That's not all, though. Usher clarified that his presentation will be extravagant because he believes it is what the world needs right now. "I hope that after watching that halftime show, people will take away something that is healing them, but I also hope that they will tune in for a football game," he says. Something that instills in them a sense of hope, so that they look forward rather than only at the past and envision a different kind of future than the one we currently see. Which celebrities are most likely to be invited to appear as special guests on Usher's show? This is a great list. Alright, to start with, I'm tired. Alicia hasn't yet received a request to participate in the halftime show herself. She is familiar with the field of football's biggest game, though. More than 10 years ago, she played the national anthem live during Super Bowl 47 in New Orleans. In 2021, she made a comeback to perform a live rendition of "Lift Every Voice and Sing" during Super Bowl 55. Have you had experience? Verify. Voice of the Killer? Verify. Usher in a duet? What's wrong with you, really, if you haven't started belting out the chorus to their 2004 hit song My Boo? My Boo was made available in 2004 via Usher's Confessions, his fourth studio album. The song, which featured Alicia Keys, remained at the top of the US charts for 6 weeks running. Alright, I realize this is unlikely, especially because their duet isn't actually one of Justin's songs. But come on, we can all agree that Justin Bieber's 2010 song, Somebody to Love, was amazing, regardless of how much you love him or not. Besides, Usher has every right to ask for help because he is Bieber's mentor. And who would be stupid enough to ignore Usher's call? According to what we've been told, Usher did make the call. Usher reportedly called Justin one-on-one, without the help of handlers, producers, managers, or anybody else, to discuss joining him on stage. Would be very spectacular. Nicki Minaj's bars on the sensual, elegant R&B song Lil Freak take it to a whole new level. Considering that the song was the next single to be released after OMG, it doesn't receive enough recognition. Nothing would please fans more than to see these two together on stage once more, even though they aren't as successful. Nicki is also an expert at this. When Madonna performed at the 2012 Super Bowl halftime show, she was one of her special guests. Last but not least, of course. Truthfully, I'm not sure why we should even have the halftime if these guys don't turn up. Rappers Ludacris and Lil Jon have been Usher's closest friends and greatest partners in the business for many years. Yes, I did say that. The first song is called Lovers and Friends. The single, which was released in 2004, was Usher's second partnership with Ludacris and Lil Jon. Even though it's not really appropriate for a Super Bowl playlist, Usher and this slow jam are nonetheless one of their greatest joint efforts. However, Yes is the greatest. Yeah became an instant hit when it was released in 2004. Usher's debut song from his fourth studio album, Confessions, which featured Ludacris and Lil Jon to bolster anticipation, ended up peaking at number 1 on the charts for a staggering 12 weeks. In fact, Usher has a history of shocking crowds with his friends. Ludacris surprised everyone by performing Yeah during Usher's My Way Las Vegas residency in November of last year. Can we simply count them in then? Hopefully, this group of performers will be confirmed as Usher's Super Bowl guests in due course. Super Bowl 58 on February 11, 2024, will feature the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show on CBS.